I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. The three great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile are hard work, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. The value of an idea lies in the using of it. I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun. Results. Why, man, I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. I find out what the world needs. Then, I go ahead and try to invent it. The successful person makes a habit of doing what the failing person doesn't like to do. Hell, there are no rules here, we're trying to accomplish something. Anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. Its sale is proof of utility, and utility is success. To invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. I have friends in overalls whose friendship I would not swap for the favor of the kings of the world. I start where the last man left off. The man who doesn't make up his mind to cultivate the habit of thinking misses the greatest pleasure in life. I know, this world is ruled by infinite intelligence. Everything that surrounds us, everything that exists, proves that there are infinite laws behind it. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. Restlessness is discontent, and discontent is the first necessity of progress. Show me a thoroughly satisfied man, and I will show you a failure. Waste is worse than loss. The time is coming when every person who lays claim to ability will keep the question of waste before him constantly. Just because something doesn't do what you planned it to do doesn't mean it's useless. Discontent is the first necessity of progress. Maturity is often more absurd than youth, and very frequently is most unjust to youth. I never perfected an invention that I did not think about in terms of the service it might give others. The best thinking has been done in solitude. The worst has been done in turmoil. I have more respect for the fellow with a single idea who gets there than for the fellow with 1,000 ideas who does nothing. I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is a step forward. I am not a genius. I am just curious. The chief function of the body is to carry the brain around. If we did all the things we are capable of, we would astound ourselves. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. We often miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. 5% of the people think, 10% of the people think they think, and the other 85% would rather die than think. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this: you haven't. To do much clear thinking, a person must arrange for regular periods of solitude when they can concentrate and indulge the imagination without distraction. Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits. A good intention with a bad approach often leads to a poor result. There is no substitute for hard work. Happiness is only for the honest. That's a law that runs through matter as undetectable as gravity.